Hello folks, I'm Jesse Muller from BlueScreen Computer Services, and this is my video for my September 2021 newsletter. I don't know if this is going to feel like an explanation or an advertisement, but I thought today I would talk about my company, BlueScreen Computer Services, and how things have changed over the years. For the first 18 years, I would drive around Shenandoah Valley and fix computers in person. Walking into people's homes and offices was a real joy. And then things had to change. On March 13th, 2020 or thereabouts, I had to pivot. I had to take myself off the streets due to the COVID pandemic. I did not want to be responsible for passing that around and traveling over 3 counties and walking into 5 to 10 different residences and companies every day. I saw myself as a potential vector for infection. So anyway, for the last year and a half, BlueScreen Computer Services has been a remote support company. 100% of the time, I am helping people over the phone by remotely controlling computers, never setting foot outside my office, not traveling to anyone's domiciles or places of business. And the longer I do this, the more I have to admit to myself and to everyone that this is the future of BlueScreen Computer Services. I am primarily a remote support technician. That is what I offer. If I ever do return to the field, and I can't promise anything on that yet, if I ever do go on site in the future, it will be as a secondary role to this primary that I have. Remote support is consuming me. It is what I do every day, and I'm helping people in multiple states across the country. Even once I got to help someone in Germany. So yes, I just want to try to manage people's expectations, because I do get a lot of calls saying, when are you coming back out into the field? I don't want anyone to expect that, at least anytime soon. If I ever do offer limited on-site help, I will certainly announce it publicly here on YouTube, in my newsletters, on Facebook. You won't miss it. So, but at least for the rest of 2021, please think of me as your remote support professional if you need my help with your computers. Just to talk a little bit more about the change that I've gone through, I can help most people most of the time in the way that I've always done in person. But there are some exceptions, and I have had to adapt and help people find other solutions with this change. It used to be I would cart off people's old recyclable tech junk, and I obviously can't do that remotely. So nowadays I do advise people when they ask, what do I do with my old computer? I can talk about landfills. I can talk about hauling it to Best Buy stores and Staples, but they don't always accept it. In the Shenandoah Valley, one gem that I have found is the Blue Ridge Hospice thrift stores, and I have previously blogged about this. They accept technology items, working and not, for free, and they will recycle it responsibly, and they will also wipe your hard drives for you so that your data is not out there in the wild. That's one benefit to recycling through them, as opposed to just throwing it in the landfill, because you never know if there's going to be a dumpster diver that goes after a hard drive there. Another big change with all of this remote support that I do is I'm no longer standing in front of a customer, handing them a hard drive or a computer and selling it to them. But you know what? I frankly don't miss that. I've never been much of a product salesman. I did it because it was a convenience or a boon to my customers, but nowadays I'm kind of happy not to have to sell physical product. I really do enjoy referring people to what to buy, taking myself out of the middle, not being a middleman of that purchase. I like sending people to Costco to buy the next computer. I like sending people a link to an affordable hard drive or other device on Amazon or other stores. So if you do need any technology items to buy, feel free to tap me for advice. I'm not going to sell you a physical item. I'm going to just tell you where to go buy it. No strings attached. Admittedly, there are a few things that I do miss doing on site that I can't do any longer. One thing is dusting and cleaning computers, but I'm happy to give you tips on what to do and what to buy if you ever have a concern about dust or crud on your computers, grills, and fans. Other times people do need to pull the hard drive out of a computer and get at the data that's on that hard drive, but the computer won't boot anymore. That is something I can't easily do remotely, but I'm happy to tell you, the customer, how to possibly remove your own hard drive. And if you're capable, then I can also tell you a USB enclosure to buy from Amazon for 20 bucks, and it'll let you attach that hard drive to another computer and get to your data. Not everybody wants to do that kind of hardware tinkering, so on occasion I do refer people to nearby computer storefronts. There are a couple of firms nearby that I know and trust enough that I can refer you to them, and you can always carry your computer into there for unique hardware needs like that. Feel free to drop me a line, give me a call at any time, and I will give you names and numbers of trusted people. And if you ask me a question about a computer company that I don't trust, that I don't feel safe talking about, I'm not going to badmouth them, but you'll notice me just change the subject. You'll probably ask me about XYZ computer company, and if I'm not comfy with them, I'm going to say, well, why don't we consider this other company? And I'll drop a name then. By and large, though, I think my new business model, remote support, is also saving my customers money. In the past, especially for people on the edge of my territory, I would travel to a place and I would charge an hour minimum charge. And then I would put on a travel fee for, say, Newmarket or Broadway or Bryce. And the bill could come up to $100 or more easily. Nowadays, though, with me in the remote office, I don't have any overhead. I don't have to travel anywhere, so I find that I don't have to maintain that hour minimum charge. I can charge people for a portion of an hour. And of course, I'm not charging any travel fees because no travel. So that same amount of work remote ends up being a $40 invoice or a $60 invoice. Had I traveled to that customer in the flesh, they would have gotten twice the bill. So I think overall, as my customers try this and realize that, I'm giving them the same service, but saving them money, it's turning into a win for most people in most situations. And that is a large part of why BlueScreen Computer will be a remote services company going forward. We'll see what the future holds, though. No promises on anything other than that I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. And I really do enjoy supporting everybody and helping out, and even giving quick free advice. So if I've tickled your noodle or picked your brain on anything, or if you have any quick questions, please do reach out to me, email, phone, what have you, and I'll be happy to help out. Thanks for listening to me go on about all this, and have a great September, folks.